Hey everyone, I'll go ahead and do my postpartum update. So this will be my first 2 weeks postpartum, weeks 1 and 2. Starting out, I forgot to mention this in my labor and delivery video, but I did have a 1st-degree tear. So I had that and got the stitches and everything, and no big deal. I was really hoping not to tear, but I did, and that's okay. So, a lot of my postpartum has been, taking care of that and, a little bit of pain from that. But the peri-bottle is awesome. It's been my best friend since coming home from the hospital. And I've just been taking care of that using the little antiseptic spray and the Tux pads at the beginning. But the bleeding has gotten less. But it's still there, and I have passed a couple of blood clots, and one of them was quite large, about maybe the size of a golf ball, maybe even bigger, and I don't know, how normal that is, or if that was from being active, too active, I don't know, but it was only once, and, I didn't bleed, a lot after that or before that or anything, so I wasn't too concerned. At the end of the first week, I started doing more stuff around the house and being more active than I probably should have been, and so the bleeding kind of picked back up a little bit. But I just couldn't sit in my house and relax without, with the laundry not being done and without things being put away from the hospital and all that kind of stuff. So I had to just get stuff done to be able to relax. By the end of, I think, the 4th day, postpartum was the most painful as far as the stitches go from my tear. For a couple days after that, it was just uncomfortable to kind of sit, and I just had to move slowly, no sudden movements or anything like that. And then after that kind of went away, then they kind of started getting the itchy feeling. So when you get the itchiness, on anything like that, that means that it's healing and everything like that. So so then that was happening, and now I feel no pain at all from it. The stitches are dissolved, and it starts healing from the inside out. So I'm still a little careful in that area just because I don't want to mess anything up. I'm still using the peri-bottle and just being very careful in that area, but I'm not having any pain from it at all. I was getting, the cramping, from my uterus contracting while breastfeeding till about 4 to 5 day postpartum, I think. I don't remember exactly. But that's completely gone, not having any issues with that. I still get pain sometimes if I need to go number 2, but I'm not really sure what's caused that. I'm still taking the stool softeners, like they told me in the hospital, one morning, one night, just to help keep things soft and not, hurt anything coming out down there. But every now and then it is, a little difficult, and it does get painful, like on the inside, like just of not being able to go. So, but the last couple of days that's been better. One of the big things is I've been having night sweats like crazy. And this is still going on and has started, when I came home from the hospital. I will wake up in the middle of the night just drenched in sweat. And, I'm not having a fever or anything. I just wake up just drenched in sweat. And I looked up this online, and it said that it was a common postpartum symptom, and it's a way of your body, getting rid of the fluid that you're retaining late in pregnancy, and and if you were hooked up to an IV during labor, all that just getting out of your system, out of your body and everything. So I guess just a combination of both of those is what that's all about, but it's so not cool. I don't like it at all. And I go, wake up, and I'm drenched, and I go and feed Kaelyn and do all that I need to do in the middle of the night, and then I go back to bed, and it's just like, it's, you know, not as wet, but it's like really cold and it's nasty. But I'm not just going to change the sheets every night. I'm not going to disturb my husband, you know, to do that. So yeah, that's been a big thing for me. Only one time I kind of broke down in tears, and I blame it on the hormones, but a few nights ago, she was pretty much fussy and would not go to sleep all night long. And I'd changed her diaper, I had fed her, I burped her, you know, I swaddled her, I'm walking around, I'm bouncing her, and she's not doing anything. She's crying. Nothing is working. And she was even kind of fussy like that earlier in the evening. So it didn't surprise me that she was like that during the night, but I started getting the feeling like I didn't like her feeling that way, and what am I doing wrong? You know, just all those feelings, you know, that first time moms get, and maybe not even first time moms, maybe any mom with a newborn, I don't know. But I started just feeling just really down, and I just didn't like her feeling that way, like I couldn't do anything for her. But then it was better. You know, that was my only moment where I felt anything like that at all. So as far as postpartum depression goes, or baby blues, I mean, I don't think I've had any of that. So that's good. Overall, I've been feeling great postpartum up until my issue with breastfeeding. That I'll go into in my breastfeeding update. So take a look at that if you're interested in that. So I think I pretty much covered everything. The whole first 2 weeks have just been a blur, and I haven't taken as detailed notes as I did when I was pregnant with my weekly pregnancy updates. But I think I covered everything. If you have any questions, just leave them down below and I'll answer. But yeah, I mean, I'm feeling great so far, so that's good. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, and here's my belly at 2 weeks postpartum. I still have my line. Hopefully that'll start fading. My belly button has started to go in. At first it was more like poking out and just soft and weird feeling. But it does still feel a little soft and, you know, ready for that to go away. But that's where we are, 2 weeks postpartum. And I am down 15 pounds in 2 weeks. So I still have, I believe it is 14 to go to my pre-pregnancy weight. So I'll insert a picture as well from my, that I took at 1 week postpartum. So we'll just do a quick measurement on where I am now. So 35.5 inches. Yep, okay. So that's belly, 2 weeks postpartum.